So black students need black teachers. So I don't know, before we actually dive in, let me ask you a question real quick. What who was your first African American? Okay, let me say this. Let me let me ask you this question. Let me answer this question. What was your first African American teacher?
Um, and I know we already had this conversation before early on, um, in past seasons. I never had a black teacher. Never, 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 never. In when I enter middle school, I had a black female principal. Then when I went to high school, I had a black assistant principal, a man assistant principal, and then he turned into a principal. So I never had an actual black teacher.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So for all right. So for me, my very first one was, I would say, elementary. Uh, what was the special called? It was like computer or something, computer technology or something. That's the very first one. Middle school, which was Mr. Brown, Jim, and then not until seventh grade had Mr. Tabor in math. All right, so as we can like we can go on and on about this, but just know that there are not many like teachers. Okay,
Exactly. Exactly.
out in the profession.
That's
Okay,
sad. That is so sad. Go ahead, Andrew. I wait until you finish. Go ahead.
so even myself. So here we are now, what, 10, 11, 12 years later, and we're coming in the education field, especially the school that I work at. There are not many. There are not many there's not many African American teachers out there. Now
Mhm.
there is several. There is several. I will tell you that there is several. But however, for me, I feel like there is not enough. I mean, yes, I have an African American female assistant principal, and I have one one teacher, one LSC teacher, and then you have myself. And then you have, I forgot one. You have a elective teacher, you have an English teacher, actually another elective teacher. Sorry, that's two. But again, that just to show that there's not enough diversity. There's not enough diversity. And there's not enough. And I feel like if we don't put in more African American males into the teacher profession, because I can understand they're like, because they always don't. They always call me Miss, and it's not Miss, it's Mister. And they use the excuse there are other female teachers, which, okay, look, that to me sounds like a problem. Like, how come you have majority? I'm going to say 75% of your staff females and only 25% males. That is a problem.
That should tell you guys
And
something.
to dig it more, to dissect even further, out of those 25% of those that are out of that 25%, I would say about 10% are males. That is a problem. That is a huge problem.
Absolutely. It's sad.
You know, Black students who have even one Black teacher during elementary school are more likely to graduate high school and consider college. Black students with Black teaching experience less explorationary discipline, coach, and fewer office visits, coach, a crucial break in the school to prison pipeline, which is a disturbing widespread trend in which school discipline and interaction leads to interaction with the criminal justice system. You know, not only Black students who benefit from being taught by Black teachers, research has shown that students of color believe teachers of the same race hold them higher expectations, as we do, as we do, and be more cultural sensitive than other people. Yeah, that is true. And you see why we get on them as much, because we want them to succeed. We want them to succeed. We want them to move forward. We want them to graduate high school, to graduate college. Because if we don't have that, who knows where they're going to end up? They'll drop out of high school. They were not considered college. They will not do that.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.